there's no better way to start the video than to grab a nice cappuccino, but today is not about sweets and it's not about the coffee. Today we are searching for great pizza in Saudi Arabia. And there is a wonderful place that I have found that I want to introduce to you. So this is the place, Turnstone Pizza, and I think you'll find it to be pretty darn good. Full menu, very professional, but of course, when I'm going to a new place or just trying things, I like to get myself a pepperoni, and that's just what I'm going to do. So the question is there good pizza in Saudi Arabia? I've tried a lot of little pizza places since I've been here. Small family-owned operations, which have been good, and I've actually shown a couple of those on earlier videos, small places that are in some of the small surrounding towns. I've also been to a couple of the Western franchises, which are pretty much the same as to what you would expect if you were getting pizza somewhere in the United States. The only difference is that the meat products are going to have no pork in them. The meat products are going to be 100% beef products, okay? I will tell you that in most cases, it's very similar when it comes to the franchises, such as Pizza Hut and things along those lines, Domino's. But what I really found interesting is I did find a couple of pizza places that stood out. And this has been one of them. It's called Turnstone, and they make a very good pizza, fantastic crust. They do a very good job, quality cheeses, and the pepperoni that they use is a beef pepperoni. It tastes fantastic. So I wanted to come here and show you this place. I think you'll find this to be, you know, kind of an eye-opener that pretty much anywhere you go in the world you can find good pizza. I've been a pizza guy all my life. So it's one of those things that when I travel, it's kind of fun for me to find a place and just explore and just try it out and see how it tastes. All right, well, we got it. And here it is. Fantastic. Just take a look at that right there. Look at that. Oh, man. It's really thick on the cheese. Hoping that this music that we have in here doesn't become a copyright issue. It's not actually an original song. It's like somebody doing a mock-up of a song or something, but still, you never know if it triggers something off. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. So we have fantastic pizza, great crust, really nice job that they do here. I'm gonna go ahead and get that first bite. The first bite of pizza should always burn your mouth. That's my policy. Oh yeah. Really good. Okay. So you see, you can absolutely get great pizza in Saudi Arabia. Fantastic, delicious, thin crust, lots of cheese, pepperoni's cooked nice and crispy. That's one thing that I like to get pepperoni whenever I travel. I like to get pepperoni. I like to taste the different types of pepperoni, and I don't want the pepperoni to be soggy. I want the pepperoni to be either crispy, or if it's a very large sort of slice, where you find sometimes in more traditional style Italian restaurant that does more rustic style pizzas, they might have a larger piece of pepperoni, and then that will be a little bit different texture. But this is fantastic. It's delicious, and just wanted to kind of show you what we definitely have available out here. Okay, so we'll eat some more and enjoy some. Oh yeah. stick. It's right here. Ooh. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know that. That I've noticed about food here in Saudi Arabia, they do not really care for like a super spicy food, something that has a lot of hot spices. A lot of the places that I travel to, whether they're in Latin America or whether they're like in Thailand, you do find a love for, like an affinity for spice and for that heat in the food. Not that you always have to do it, but it's there and the locals like it, and you can kind of step it up to wherever you want to go. For me, I don't want to burn my mouth on my food, but at the same time, I do like a little bit of fire in there. I do like a little bit of, you know, oomph to my spicy local foods. Now, this, of course, being a pizza like that, that's not something you're going to find unless you want to just cover it with red peppers or something like that, which sometimes can add a lot of nice flavor to the pizza. But it's just interesting that in general in Saudi, I found that the food has a tendency to be more along spices of, like you have your curry spices, you have your cumins, your paprikas and your peppers, and it's good. It is good. It is a sort of a Middle Eastern food environment that you find, and you don't find the heat. In fact, even to be added on, you don't find. There's a couple places that I've gone that has a little more Asian influence to it, maybe a little more Indian influence to it. Even one place that I go to that has sort of a chicken that's based like a from the Philippines, a sort of spicy Philippines chicken. And so they offer options of tremendous, you know, spices and heat. But in Saudi, not so much. So it's just something to think about. There is no doubt you'll find pretty much every type of food you can think of, including a lot of different things you've never tried, Yemeni food and so on and so forth here in Saudi. So you won't run out of interesting things to try. But for those who do love the spicier food, that's not something that you're going to find very common here in Saudi. And that's just the way that it is. Well, as I'm finishing up the last few pieces here, this great pizza absolutely looks fantastic. It's doing great. You know, I started out today very early. Saudi Arabia basically comes alive at night. After about 9 o'clock at night, the traffic will double and triple, and everybody heads out. Everybody wants to go to the malls. Everybody wants to go to outdoor locations, which they light up very beautiful. And I'm going to try this week to try to get some footage of some of the outdoor places where they light up, just outdoor parks where people go and walk around in the evening because it's cooler. During the day, 110, 120 degrees Fahrenheit every day is not uncommon, especially in the area where I'm at here in Riyadh. There are some areas that are cooler. Jeddah and other areas like that are a little bit cooler because of their location, maybe a little further south, and then also maybe having a little more elevation. But I have definitely found that if you want to do anything, you want to run any errands, get up early and get them done in Saudi first. Then you get off the streets. About 9 o'clock at night, things get really sketchy on the roads. People drive very crazy here. They're always on their cell phones constantly while they're driving, and it can be sketchy. But there's, you know, the reward is some very beautiful places to end up in the evenings. So other than that, things worked out pretty well today, and I'm glad you spent a little time with me and got a chance to see a little bit of some of the food. I'm going to make sure I do a couple of food videos here before I leave Saudi, so you get a chance to see the variety. And, you know, other than that, have a nice day.